G'day guys, and welcome to the first video of this new channel. If you like what you see, please subscribe and hit that like button. But yeah, this is just a daily race. We're at Lago Maggiore and we are going to start in pole position for our first race of the new channel. What are we in? We're in an M6 BMW. We've got the Red Bull livery, so looks pretty sweet. So we start in pole. Second place we've got a 911 Porsche. Vegan rice will be in that. His time's a second, 1 second, more than a second slower, so won't be the fastest of races, which is great. And we are away. And away we go. So the key to any race is just getting a nice beginning, nice start to the race. Just getting away cleanly is 90% of the job, really. As we get through the first corner unscathed, fast enough. Get up on that corner. And we're going alright. It looks like the Porsche 911, he's hung on to second place. The R8's still in third, so hasn't been too many incidents in this first lap. As we come into the first hairpin, don't quite hit that apex, but we get out of it nice enough. And we've opened up a 1.7 second gap on the Porsche in second place. It's nicely through here. This is probably the strongest part of my lap for this actual circuit. I run quite a rear brake bias, so through the squiggly bits like that I tend to be reasonable. Yeah, just get kicked off by the traction control there, but we're still in the lead. We've got a 2-second lead. Oh, sorry, that's closing, so the Porsche's got a nice exit out of that second hairpin. It's down to 1.8 seconds, so we got a run on us through there. So we will want to watch. Don't quite hit the curb there. We really need to be up there. And through the slowest part of the race. Feels like an absolute eternity getting through here. And we are well off that curb. We should be right up on that. Oh, looks like second place. Has caused a bit of a pile up on the exit of that last turn there. So that will help us. We now have almost a 3-second lead, 2.7 second lead. So was a bit of mayhem there. So it's a little bit understeery, this car. Struggles. It feels real good to drive, but you can tell that it's quite a big car, a bit of weight in it. Don't hit that apex. Really need to be up on that curb. But we come down in fifth into the first hairpin, and that's nicely done. Hard on the accelerator on the way out, and we have opened up quite a nice gap now. We're up to 3.2 seconds, so it's going okay. The GTR is up into second place as the 911 has dropped back into third. And we make the run a little bit wide through there, but we make the run into the second hairpin with second place closing apparently. So we've currently got the fastest lap. We do a pretty good split through there, 1 minute 26. So we're going to try to do the trifecta here by the look of it. We're going to possibly win the race, possibly get fastest lap, and we've obviously already got pole position, so this could be a 3-star race for us, as we hope to set a new fastest lap here, which we definitely will. Come down home straight, 2 minute 1 second 0.9, so it's not lightning as we take the first corner quite nicely. Yeah, it's not lightning quick, but it is, you know, the fastest of this race. And like I said in the beginning, it's not going to be the fastest of races. You can tell just by the qualifying times. And we come out of there quite nicely. GTR still in second place. Third place is held by the Porsche as we come onto the approach of the first hairpin. Get up to 230 kilometers an hour through there. It's not too bad. We hit that apex pretty nicely. And we power out of it quite nicely also. We're back to a 3-second lead here, so I guess the aim should be just to hammer this lap out, try and keep that fastest lap time as we go pretty nicely through this section. Yeah, try and keep that fastest lap time, and then on the 4th lap is really just consolidating our position on top of the podium, as we're a little bit narrow through there, and as a result the traction control, which I do run a little bit of, but yeah, the traction control kicks us off a bit, so we're a little bit slow through here. Second place gains on us just slightly, down into second, get up on that curb, that's nice. Hit that curb too, 3rd gear. Could almost get 4th there, but just holds off. And way down into 1st. So it looks maybe slightly faster this lap. It's not going to be a huge increase. It'll still be in 2.1. So it's only marginally quicker. As we come around the 1st again, a little bit wide through there. But yeah, it's all just consolidation now, as the fastest lap's actually been taken from us, so that's 2 minutes 0.9. So that is about a second faster than our fastest lap. So, you know, you've got to weigh up now. Do you want to chase that fastest lap or just consolidate and see what happens? So we get a nice exit out of there. Hard down into the first hairpin. That's pretty good driving. Power out again. The GTR is 5 seconds behind us, so we've opened up a real gap there. I don't know what's going on behind us. The GTR is still in second though. 3rd place we have a Porsche and a McLaren F1 in 4th. Japanese racer. So I'm not sure where. What's his name? Inza. Sorry if that pronunciation is wrong. I think he's either in 4th or he's in 2nd. Sorry, 4th or 7th. But yeah, I guess we'll find that out at the end of the race. But yeah, he's had a nice lap. We're going quicker again here according to that split, but it's not going to be anywhere near that fastest lap time as we come down into 2nd gear. And as long as we just maintain our composure here, it's going to be a 1st place, top of the podium, which is pretty rare for me. I've got to say, if you're going to get, you know, right into this channel, don't expect too many wins. But this is a good one. I'll take this. And yeah, so yeah, Izaha is in 7th place in the FT1, so he's done really well. Scorpion, the GTR, he's held on for 2nd. Vegan Rice, who started 2nd in the Porsche, he's fallen a spot behind. He finishes in 3rd. Izaha actually gets promoted to 6th thanks to a penalty. There you go, race one over. We'll take that trophy. So there you go, 12 wins. You can see that pretty clearly there. I've probably been racing for a little while. That's good. Pole position and a clean race, you've got to be happy with that. Alright, we skip on to the second race here. There will be 3 races, so this is the second of the third, and Boris O will start on pole position and we will start in second. So what is Boris O? He's in the Porsche 911, which is pretty common car around this circuit, and we have a Mercedes right behind us. Keanu is driving that. So yeah, being an Australian, I quite often play on an Asian server, so a lot of Japanese races, a couple of the Thai guys, you get some Chinese races. But yeah, away we go. We just follow this Porsche into the first bend. I wouldn't really call this a corner, but I guess it is. And we go okay. He's a little bit sketchy through there, and we cop a nice little nudge from the AMG Mercedes behind us. That gets us back right up to where the Porsche is, and we'll just let him tow us along for a bit. We actually get up on that curb nicely through there, so happy with that. As you come into the fourth corner, which is fairly blind, and then we're blind again down here. Really hoping to be screaming by the time we get to the base of this hill, which that wasn't too bad. A little bit narrow through there, so we don't get a great exit onto this Porsche, but it's good enough. And we just follow him through the little squiggly bits through here. We could have popped it up to 6th there, but we just kept it in 4th, down into 3rd, then quickly back up into 4th again. Just keep hugging these curbs. Again, Boris O is just a little bit twisted up, and it's looking good that he quite possibly will make a mistake through this race if we keep the pressure on him. As we follow him out of the second hairpin, and we're close enough. This is about where we want to be. But yeah, the Porsches are really quite good around the slower sections of this race. Down into first. The AMG, you can see him in the rear view mirror. He's a little bit all over the place, just judging by that reflection, but he is there. We have a 1.5 second gap to him as the Porsche just pulls away from us on that straight there. Finish the first lap. We're a little bit wide through there. It needs to be way tighter. And yeah, Boris O with the fastest first lap of the race. We're close enough to the race leader sitting in second, which is handy. That's a good spot to be. Down towards the first hairpin. Not a bad exit out of there. That was quite nicely done, but again, we're a little bit narrow through this hairpin. Really want to be powering out of there real hard. And what have we got here? So the Porsche in front of us, we're actually closing on him marginally, but the AMG is caught right up. He's 0.4 seconds behind us, so he is right there all of a sudden. So he's had a great lap, and really is really on our tail now. He's obviously all over our rear view mirror as we try to hang on to the Porsche in front of us, who's also having some sort of lap. As we try to come around here and get the power down real quick. And again, that AMG is just all over our rear view mirror, and we have a 1.7 second gap. Here he comes. Oh, absolutely nailed our back end. Thanks very much. Who is that? Keanu. Congratulations, mate. You're on YouTube. as we try and fight for this second position back. As, ooh, almost lunged up there. He goes wide and he's going to hold on. So we've lost a spot as we come into the third lap, and looks like we're going to try and take him on the inside here. It's quite slow through that section of the track though. We're up on the curb, just a slight amount of contact there, but we don't get that move done, and as a result we're just a little bit twisted up through here, and the AMG looks like it wants to pull away a bit, but we shall chase him hard. And it's race on. It looks like, what are we? We're 2.7 seconds ahead of 4th place. So, I mean, we will battle hard for this podium, and we'll be battling for this second spot back. Not quite happy with the way he went about his overtaking move. Nice ram in the backside. So chase, chase, chase. But he is pretty quick. There's parts of the lap that he's definitely quicker than I am, as he has quite a little episode through there. Cops a lap penalty, a limit penalty there just for cutting the track. But yeah, he is pulling away from us, which is not nice to see as we really go wide there. There's a couple of different ways you can take that hairpin, and that's not how you do it. But yeah, 0.5, is it enough for us to catch him? And it's not. Had to be maybe a second penalty as we go deep into that corner there. Possibly a second. You know, we definitely would have been challenging him through that corner after that run, but and along the home straight again, 3rd position. So, and he has pulled away slightly, and 4th is even catching us. What did we do there? So we've done a 2-minute 0.2 and a 2-minute 0.3, so we are slow. We should be up around the 2-minute 0.1, and if we were, we'd be coming close to leading this. Yeah. Anyway, we're trying to catch the back of the Mercedes as we go wide through there. Oh no, we lose the back end in the grass there, and there goes 3rd. Can we hold? There goes 4th. Oh dear. In the final lap we have slipped from 3rd to 5th place. As here comes a Beetle. We catch him in the rearview mirror and give him room. So we're now down to 6th. CTGPR moves up into 5th place as our lap kind of goes from bad to worse. It wasn't a bad race. I would have been happy with 3rd, even though we have been quite slow, which is pretty disappointing for some reason. But yeah, we've just got to, maybe we can get 5th back. If 4th has a bit of an incident, we could maybe move up a spot there as we chase the Beetle out of the second hairpin. But he's pretty quick himself. I find once you fall back, it's really hard to get these lap times up. There's obviously the traffic to contend with, there's dirty air. Yeah, we run wide there. And we're down into 1st, and it's looking like we're going to have to be content with a 6th place finish here. Up onto the curb. Oof, only just managed to flip the car around, so we're going to finish in 6th as we cross the finish line. Borisov holds on to 1st place. Hianro, the back end rammer, he will finish in 2nd. So thanks for coming. But yeah, 6th, that's not too bad. It's not great, it's not where we want to be. It's probably our average, to be honest. 5th or 6th is probably our average finish. So we skip on to race 3 now, and again we're in second. We're behind a WRX who's got a reasonably decent... Oh yeah, watch this. This is in our warm-up. Just let's see what happens here. Boom! I hit that car so hard I go straight through him. Then that Porsche comes straight through me, so I've obviously ghosted and then gets pushed off. So there was a little bit of fun to be had at the end of that warm-up session. I just thought I'd throw that in there because I found it amusing at least. And here we go for race 3. And here we go. So we have a Beetle behind us, WRX in front of us. And off we go. So we've had a first place in race 1, a 6th in race 2. Let's see how we go here in our 3rd and final session. This is the last race. As we chase the Rexy down into turn 1, and we see what he's all about. And he's quite apprehensive through there. Bit of a cautious approach. As you know, he's looking pretty good, but that Porsche behind us is all in our rearview mirror. I thought he was going to take the lunge, and I was really hoping I wasn't going to cop one in the back end there, because that's not really the race that we want to have. As we come down into the blind corner, I believe it's the 4th turn, down into the blind 5th, and we're reasonably quick. Chase the Rexy down into the first hairpin. It gets a little bit crossed up, but we don't get a great exit either. If we had it hooked up properly, and I've got to admit I run a bit of traction control, I'd like to turn that down, which I'm going to start playing with, but a little bit of wheel spin would have been nice there. As we hug this, the twist through this section, we go alright. We're up in the 4th, right on the back end of the Rex, the WRX. But yeah, the Japanese racer he keeps it together, and we're going to stay on his tail here. We don't get a great exit again out of that second hairpin. We need to improve that if we're going to catch this guy. But yeah, as you can see, I'm the only Australian in the top 8. Japanese racers everywhere. As we get right up on the curb, and lap 1 is just about down and finished. So there it is, lap 1 down. We got through unscathed, which is pretty much the only goal. Just get through on the track. Try not to cop a hit from one of these races, which quite often happens, but so far today it's been quite good. We're getting away okay. We had that spin in race 2. Otherwise it's been alright. As we continue to fight the WRX here, just trying to chase him down, but he's quite quick. And that's okay through there. Try to get back on the power, hug up on that curb, and that's pretty good through there. And out of the first hairpin. So the WRX, what's he got? He's got a 1.4 second lead. And behind us there's the Beetle, who is 1.1 seconds behind us. So he's just there. He's hanging on. And if we do make it, oh, we go wide there. Oh, we just managed to hang on. So that was a moment. Very, very lucky. We got away with that one. And as a result, the Beetle is ever closer. We can actually see him in that rearview mirror now. And we lose a little bit of touch with the WRX in front of us. We're slow out of there again. So the Rexy is gaining on us in front. He's 1.7, and behind us the Beetle is a second behind us. So this is quite an interesting race. We come down to second. We're not too bad through there. hug on that, get right up on that curb and right down into first, into the slowest part of the whole race. Let me see what sort of lap time we do. So it's a 2.1, which is around about where you want to be. If you consistently put in 2-minute 0.1 lap times on this circuit, you should come pretty close to running a podium. As we continue just to lose touch, we're a little bit wide through there, and we could have hugged up on that curb a bit closer too, but a little bit apprehensive there. Perhaps the nightmare of race 2, where we had that spin through there and ended in 6th, is coming back to haunt us. And down into 2nd through the first hairpin, and that's nice, that's way better. Right up on the curb, hard out. We are still 2 seconds behind the WRX, who is in the lead. We're in 2nd. The Beetle is still in 3rd, though he has fallen away a little. He's back to 1.5 seconds, so we've put half a second on him. And then there's a 9.11 in 4th place. That's a better exit, better entry and exit into that 2nd hairpin there. It's probably the best we've done all day, as we have a nice split there, 1 minute 25.7. So that's not too bad. We are running a pretty good pace on this lap at least. The WRX, we really needed to make a mistake, but he's having a solid race himself. As we come past the finish line, let's see what sort of lap time we put in. It's still a 2-minute 0.1. I was hoping to break just into a 2-minute flat, but it didn't happen there. As we come through on our final lap, we are comfortably in 2nd, but we don't want to make any sort of mistake through here. And we want to be clean through here. We have a 3.3 second lead on 3rd place now, so that has opened up. Again, we're faster. That was a decent split time. The WRX, he's putting about, I don't know, 0.3, 0.4 of a second on us every single lap, which is enough, but we come out of there quite nice. It's still not fast enough. We really need the Rexy to make quite a big mistake now actually. He can afford a slide, and he probably still hang on to 1st place, so we need him to really come off the track, as we put in quite a decent lap ourselves, but we do run wide there, and I think you can just about call it. I mean, now from here on out, you're really just racing, you're really just driving as fast as you can, while being safe at the same time, and just hoping that the car in front of you really has a big accident. But yeah, it looks like it's not going to happen, and 2nd place is quite a good result for us here. So really happy here as we come right down through the last 1st gear exit for the last time, straight down the home straight, and 2nd place is ours. 2 minutes and 1.6 we put in. But yeah, we finish almost 4 seconds behind the WRX after quite a great last lap on his behalf. The Beetle finishes in 3rd. We have 3 Porsches rounding out the top 6. And yeah, so we have a 1st, we have a 6th place, and we have a 2nd place. And that is not a bad session. I think most people would be quite happy with that. I know I sure as hell am. and we take out another little trophy. So yeah, that's it guys. Subscribe and like to the channel, and there'll be plenty more to come, and thanks for watching. Really appreciate it.